According to our sister, the most racist country in Europe is Italy. Watch what she had to say. We'll come back and discuss.
In my opinion, the most racist European country is Italy. And the reason why I say this is because I don't think there was anywhere else in Europe that I traveled to or lived in where I saw racism so explicitly. I think there are many European countries that can vie for the top spot. But the reason why I would put Italy number one is simply due to the structural racism that exists in the country that sees a lot of Black Italians and Black people in general just unable to move up the social ladder. I have 3 Black Italian friends, and if they're not trying to get out of Italy, they don't live there.
In Italy, according to her, the structure itself is created to not support or help or facilitate Black people in the system. It makes it very hard for them to climb up the ladder in a professional setting, in a setting where you get more money, more opportunities. They are not there available for Black people. And there are Black Italians that were agreeing with her and saying that especially there are these professions that it's almost impossible for them to get into because of the color of their skin. And it's unfortunately a conversation that is being had not just in Italy, but according to our sister, that's the most racist country for her in Europe that she has experienced herself. But in a lot of European countries, it's very settled. It was settled, actually. We can never say settle anymore and microaggression because it is becoming more evident as each day passes by that it's no longer on the low. The racists of this world are getting bolder and more confident, and they are calling people the N-word and going to their houses and harassing them and unaliving people just because of their ideology. A white woman from Ireland says 98% of the time that she leaves her house, she witnesses racism happening to a Black person. And this is a white Irish woman saying this. Watch this clip, we'll come back and discuss.
I am sick to my teeth of leaving my house and witnessing racism in this country, especially Dublin City. And it's not like 80% of the time, it's 98% of the time when I leave the house, I witness something. I was leaving the gym there and there was a group of teenagers walking in front of me. They were 13, by the way. And there was a Black woman walking towards them. Now, you know, Dublin teenagers walking like they own the roads. And naturally 4 of them were taking up the whole path. So they bumped off this woman. And she turned as if to say, what are you doing? And he shouted the N-word at her. And I just walked by and witnessed this. And I was actually shook. And usually I'd say something, but I actually needed a minute to build the courage.
So in this political climate, we can't even say that it's just now on the low. It's becoming very apparent that racism has always been there, and it never stopped. There was a time where they would hide it and make it seem like, no, it's not because of racism that I'm not giving you this job. No, it's not because of racism that I'm not allowing you to rent my house. No, it's not because of racism that I'm not hiring you for this job. It was like there was a shield. There was the micro one, but now it's exposed. Now they've really come out of their shell because of these leaders and politicians that they see being very open, and they feel emboldened. They feel like they can say and do anything to others because they're special, because the others are just there to just help and facilitate their lifestyle, not necessarily be equals, right? So it's quite scary seeing how the world is changing and shifting in front of our eyes. And the politicians are doing their best to make it worse. That's what it seems like. They no longer want to even hide that fact that they're not there to serve everyone equally. Anyways, fam, let us know down below what your thoughts are about our sister's take. Do you agree with it, or you think there are more racist countries in Europe more than Italy in your opinion? I'm Wongel Zelalem. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.